Good evening, viewers. After suffering a 4-16 defeat last night at the hands of previous ECL team Davenport University, Arctic Ace is looking to score their first win of the season against Team Valence, a team that they had faced previously in Season 42 and managed to score a 16-9 victory over. This doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, as Team Valence is coming into this match fresh off of a Monday night win against Peaker's Advantage. The scoreline is sure to be more evenly matched tonight, and I'd like to thank you for tuning into Arctic Ace's second match of ESEA Season 43. Good evening indeed. I believe I have stopped talking now, which is amazing. How's it going, chat? What is up with everyone here? How are we all doing? All right. Big face sitting from Bricks apparently is going to be coming in tonight. That's good to see. I don't know if I can stream that live, but we'll see how it goes. Spooky Mr. Jess is doing great. That's awesome to hear. Very good. Very good, very good. Alright, well, with that, the knife fight is beginning. I believe the match results screen will actually go down in time to view the knife fight, which is actually going to be perfect timing. So let's see here. It's not going to go down in time to view the knife fight, so we'll just swap it over early. That is supposed to transition on its own. Chili's doing alright. Definitely a lot better prepared tonight than I was yesterday night for that very first match of the season. Big hype, big hype. Yeah, big hype indeed. As we're going to be waiting here for the game to restart and the match to go live, and there it is. The game is going to be restarting and going live. What up? What up says they have big money riding on this game tonight. I hope they're not gambling. That's not allowed on Twitch. But it's good to see. How's everything on your guys' end? Audio's good. Everything's good. I hope so, because there we have it. The match has begun right off the bat with Team Valence on the attacking side, going over towards A. I mean, they've just pushed right up through. But they're no match for Cool Comms. Never mind. Swifty able to trade Cool Comms out very quickly on this pistol round. There it is. Valence Ruv able to take out Brick. Cyandor trading it up. Very good stuff on a pistol round here. A 3v3 situation. I mean, Arctic Ace, they're looking pretty great right now. 2 players remaining. Based goes down, and there it is. The first round is going to be going to Arctic Ace. This means that it's a completely different story than what happened last night with Arctic Ace with that 4-16 loss against Davenport University. It's looking like the scoreline is definitely going to be more equally matched tonight. And that's what we like to see. It makes for a more interesting game. I mean, it's always great to see a team just coming out and playing their best and absolutely dunking on another team, but it's when the competition actually gets great. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be a beat push right off the gate. Cyandor not facing the correct direction to take out Base, and that's going to give Base a lot of map control, but Cyandor relying on that utility from Team Valence's Alula, actually. Oh my god, YSL taking out 2 of the Arctic Ace players as they are successful in getting onto B site, but just like that, it's down to a 3v1 situation. Swifty, is he going to be able to swiftly take out the Arctic Ace players and plant the bomb? I don't believe so. As we take a look at it here, Mick is able to finish Swifty off, but not before he takes out Bricks. That's going to do a little bit of damage to the Arctic Ace economy, but I mean negligible damage at best. 2 rounds for Arctic Ace as we go into round 3. And I'm just pumped to see the action begin when both teams can afford full loadouts. I mean, that's when the game really starts. Right now, you know, it's going to be an obvious win for Arctic Ace here on this round. I mean, they have the better weapons. They have the better utility. I mean, a wall bang from Cyandor right there on the Team Valence players. They're still trying to push on to B. They're just going to try and make it happen anyway, even though plenty of utility damage is coming out. And I mean, they are doing a lot of damage to Arctic Ace. Oh my goodness, things have switched around. It's now a 3v2 situation. Arctic Ace are going to have to retake the site in a post-plant situation on a save round, no less, from Valence. That is not great. But I mean, the utility is coming down. A flashbang pops out. YSL, he is going to get the drop. And now it's a 1v1 situation. Mick versus Ruv, who will come out as the victor on this. I mean, honestly, very decent play. I mean, Mick's going to have to do something here. He's going to have to do something. He's not going to be able to defuse that bomb. And there it is. I mean, Mick might actually die from this. I mean, Team Valence giving around. Very good stuff from them. Summertime in the GoTV chat saying it's a common Team Valence W from caster to caster, I guess. Don't know how to turn off the GoTV chat. Oh no. Hopefully he doesn't say something that's based and red-pilled. Yes, Spooky Mr. Jesse did save the gun. That was worth it, but I mean, look at his team now, though. They're NP9, a Deagle. I mean, Bricks is going to make that Deagle work. At least we're hoping here. Let's see where the plays are coming from, though. It's looking like a lot of players stacked up down at the bottom of ramp for an A-site push. But are they going to be able to make anything happen? They've dropped the bomb in lower mid. And, I mean, Budfly goes down right off rip. YSL able to take him out in mid, and that's going to give a little bit of control to Team Valence here as Cyandor tries to slowly peek around and see if he can spot anyone. He does spot Ruv standing underneath the staircase in B main. As Summertime continues to tell us about the common YSL entries. I mean, down to 10% HP, that's, it is certainly an entry, but it might not be the best entry that I've ever seen. As the rest of the players begin to make their way up to B site, Team Valence are going to be able to have free control of this site, as Arctic Ace has completely given up the control of it. It's a 4v4 situation. Make that a 4v3 situation in Valence's favor. Now it's down to 2 players remaining, Mick and Coolcoms, and it looks like they are just going to give it up, allow Valence to tie up the scoreline and keep their weapons. Looking at their financial situation, it's a good move on their part. However, I'm not exactly sure what was going on and why they weren't keeping at least one person on both of the sites. There it is. Team Valence taking the 4th round, tying the scoreline to 2-2. TV No Chat 1. Awesome. Thank you, Spooky Mr. Jess. Coming in clutch. TV_no chat 1. It's too late. I don't think it actually got toggled off. There's probably some problem with my client. But we will, I'll have it turned off by the halftime. Oh my goodness! YSL and Ruv just absolutely going insane. Team Valence stunting on the Arctic Ace players. They got a little bit too aggressive. You're playing the CT side. You're not playing on the attack side. I mean, it's a 3v1 situation. Coolcoms is going to have to either do his best or save his weapon. The question is, which of those will he pick? Let's switch over to Coolcom's perspective here and see what happens? And it looks like a save weapon play is what Coolcoms is going to do. I mean, it's the smart decision. It's the financially responsible decision to make. But at the end of the day, being financially responsible is being... Well, I can't say it's being no fun. Also, I've just noticed the 78s are upside down on those boxes. Interesting. It's intentional, though. Summertime coming back in saying, turn the chat back on with an unhappy face. No, you're gonna watch the stream here, Summertime. You're not gonna be part of that cast. Besides, you can use Twitch chat. Twitch chat should be popping up on the cast, and if it's not, well, I don't know why it's not. We'll go back over to Auto Director, though. We'll let Auto Director have its way with us. Yeah, see, you joined Spooky Mr. Jess right above the CT-sided players. You're still gonna be part of the stream. Alright, let's see what's going to be happening here. The Valence players are stacked up over towards the B site. They're going to be executing this in... Again, their patience is just paying off so well here. They're playing patiently, causing some overextensions from the Arctic Ace players, and it's going to happen right here with Cyandor. He's going to peek up and see Based, and Based is just going to take the shot on him. Yeah, there it is. Gets a little bit greedy with it, trying to get that surveillance happening, and already down to 3 players remaining. YSL taking the entry onto Budfly. Budfly goes down in mid. Mick able to trade it up. And just like that, a 3v2 situation. Mick at 39 HP, Coolcom sitting at 100. They're going to have to try and play this up, though. They don't want to lose another round. As Mick puts some utility down, he is able to get some damage off on Swifty. The flashbang comes out, and Coolcoms is going to peek around the corner, only to meet Alula's hot lead being blasted down from the top of the staircase, and there it is. Team Valence securing the 5th round. A 5th round, sorry, it was round 6. Or I just can't count. Yeah, no, 5 plus 2 does not equal 6. Chili, it's 4 plus 2. Team Valence securing a 4th round. And yeah, we can all be friends here. Math is hard, Spooky Mr. Jess. This is, that's why I dropped out of college. I couldn't do math. But it's not looking good for Arctic Ace here. I mean, full buys from the Team Valence side of things. They have an AWP, 4 AK-47s, 2 players playing on sandbags from the Arctic Ace side, and they are dealt quite a bit of damage. I mean, an op shot from Based right here is going to take out either of these players, depending on where they're aiming, and Swifty's able to take Bricks out with a frag grenade. Based just finishing Mick off with the op shot, and YSL watching the flank back in the bottom of ramp. He is able to spot Cyandor trying to flank. Coolcom's taken out, and it's all up to Budfly in a 5v1 situation. He has a Desert Eagle. That's firing some 50 cal. Let's see what he does. He does not do anything, unfortunately. Alula able to get the headshot on him with the AK-47 and finish it up. 5 rounds for Team Valence. Arctic Ace still sitting down at 2. Not a good position to be in, but now they are able to afford better weapons. And we actually do have a little bit of a match pause here. I wonder if that's for some discussion on the Arctic Ace side of things. We'll just have to find out. Freeze time pause has been canceled. The match will resume. All right, round 8 of the first half begins. And it looks like already Team Valence lining up for another filthy B strat here. Based is going to try and get this pick off onto Cyandor, but I mean, he plays it a little bit safer this time, throwing the utility down, getting some early damage off And then falling back to a very, very rear position. Taking those wallbang shots on YSL. I mean, from this position, none of the utility is reaching him, and he is just going to have clear shots on the Team Valence players as they push onto site, getting the pick and then falling off. That's what you like to see, not being too aggressive with it. There's a third from Cyandor. That's a little 3K right there. He almost takes out Based. Oh, unfortunately, his reign of terror is swiftly ended by Swifty. And now it's just Bricks versus Based. And Bricks is able to secure the round as the last member alive. I mean, Bricks and Cyandor, these are the new players to the Arctic Ace roster, and they are putting in work. Cyandor getting a 3-piece, and Bricks taking out 2 of them. I mean, that's the entire enemy team taken down by the 2 new players to the roster. Very good stuff, and it's what you like to see from new players to the roster. Spooky Mr. Jess, I agree, let's go. But I also have to see the other side of things with Summertime, where I agree, poor Based. He wasn't based enough. There's Odd Molly from Cool Comms bouncing right off the building, not doing any damage whatsoever, but Rub is taken out early, so it is a 4v5 situation for the Team Valence players. I mean, they still have the player advantage if they were to push a site as a unit, but it doesn't look like that's what's going to be happening. Swifty able to trade up Cyandor here, evening the player count just a little bit. But how are things going to go down? I mean, the flank is coming in from Mick, and I believe that's Budfly as well. Mick able to get Based on the flank, and it's all down to YSL here. He does have an AK-47. One AK-47 and a dream, and that dream is to kill the 3 remaining Arctic Ace players as he takes a peek around this corner right into the scope of Cool Comms, who is able to finish out the round. Arctic Ace 1 round away. They are sitting at a 1 round deficit here, but they are quickly catching back up to Team Valence, who had pulled ahead for a little bit there. Some excitement from Spooky Mr. Jess. It's what we like to see. And once again, the players on the Team Valence side of things, they're splitting off a little bit here, dropping the bomb in a position that it will teleport back from, and just absolutely spraying through the smoke, hoping to get those early game picks, but none of the Arctic Ace players are there. They've wisened up. That trick will not work, but they are still stacking and putting the utility out for that A commitment. Question is, are they going to commit to it? And it looks like the answer is yes, as Swifty and Alula begin their push up, but YSL taken down in mid by Budfly. As the rotation begins to happen over towards the B site, Cyandor is taken out, and that's going to give Valence, well, I assumed it was going to be site control, but Bricks is already there. He is already there, and he is there just in time to be killed. Let's see what's going on with our auto director here. It just likes to focus on dead bodies for some reason. Oh, look at that Molly from Cool Comms. Burning Ruv to death with a little bit of an assist there from Budfly. He must have done some damage in that initial spray before he was unfortunately picked off. Oh, Swifty, he's already up on A side. He has this position where he can just... That's interesting. Kind of want to take a look here at Swifty, see what he's looking at. Yeah, he's waiting for that rotation to come in from the Arctic Ace players. And it is going to be Cool Comms who peeks this. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He doesn't check the pipe. And Mick doesn't know where he is either. Mick is able to get the kill, though. Take a look. I mean, the last player, Sandbags and Mick, I mean, he's going to throw his Molotovs. He's going to do his best to clear this site out, but he is running out of time. The bomb is about to blow up, but before it has a chance to, it's Alula to peek out of that advantageous position in Sandbags, securing Team Valence a 2-round lead. Scoreline sitting at 6-4. A big Alula W, that's right. Summertime. It is indeed a big Alula W. We get into round 11. Let's see what's going to happen here. Brick's taking a little bit of early game damage. Oh, Mick pushing right down scaffolding into ramp. And he is able to get 2 of the Valence players. Oh my goodness. That is huge for Arctic Ace, especially on a save round such as this. Cool Comms taken out on ramps. And there it is, Cyandor taken out on the, I don't know what this area is called, but I'm going to call it Staircase to B. Bricks goes down as well, and now, oh my goodness, Budfly, no! Budfly taken out as well. It's all up to Mick. I mean, he might be able to secure an ace here. Only time will tell. 19 HP, a 5-7, and a dream, but that dream is crushed by YSL. Bringing a Team Valence up to 7 rounds. Spooky Mr. Jess is crying. Summertime is having the time of his life. B ramp. Okay, so they are both ramps. That's unfortunate. I'm still going to call it a staircase. Alright, full buys from the Arctic Ace squad. Full buys from Team Valence. It's going to be more equal this round. Round 12. We're just going to have to see what plays are made, what strategies are used, and ultimately who the victor is going to be. Oh, very good utility from the Arctic Ace side of things. A grenade popping off on Ruv, doing a lot of damage, and all of the Team Valence players are stacked up on the A ramp except for the Lurk from YSL. He looks like he's going over towards mid, it seems like. Never mind, just watching that flank from below. Cool comes down to 25 HP. I wish I could see which player is doing that. Oh my god, a 2-piece from Swifty. 2-piece from Swifty, a 2-piece from Bricks. There it is, the commitment's happening. The execute is here. Common Swifty spray transfer, good to know. Lots of blind spraying from the Arctic Ace side of things through that smoke. I mean, they're not able to pick any of the players off. They do have the health advantage here, but one headshot from an AK-47 is going to spell a defeat for that player. I mean, Arctic Ace is going to have to do something here. Popping that smoke down and going for that defuse is probably the best bet. As long as some of the Arctic Ace players are watching to make sure that... Oh my goodness! That was huge. Ruv taking out 2 of the players, including Budfly, who was in the middle of defusing. It doesn't matter that Cyandor was able to take him out. I mean, YSL was right there, ready to trade off of it and secure the oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. Secure the victory for Team Valence. Victory in round 12. That's a 4-round lead for Team Valence here on Vertigo. And that's going to force Arctic Ace to actually save once again. I mean, Desert Eagles 5-7. Classic Mick move. Keeping that 5-7 handy. I don't know if the Team Valence players know that the Arctic Ace squad is on a save round here. They're playing it cautiously, which is good. Keeping their heads in the games, making sure they don't rush into things too quickly and make any mistakes, and The Arctic Ace player is going to have to do that as well. Coolcom's taking a little bit of a risk there, trying to peek that scaffolding angle. But the thing is, all of the Valence players, or the majority of them at least, are already rotated over towards the B site, and they're going to start the push now. Syandor's going to have to hold this site with Budfly. Both of them do have Desert Eagles. Those can be a one-shot head. Ooh, one shot to the head, and the Team Valence squad is going to go down, but they're not able to make it happen. I mean, Budfly was able to get one, but the rest of the Team Valence players just flooded onto site. And there it is, Team Valence at 9 rounds. Arctic Ace stuck down at 4. I'm hoping that we don't see a repeat of last night with a 16-4, knocking on wood, making sure that doesn't happen. I hope this desk is not made out of plastic, as that would be very unfortunate. Summertime saying they'll drop a sub if it's not a 16-4. Oh my goodness. Speaking of interactions with the community, big follow coming in from Storm 613. We love to see it. Budfly on the flank angle. He is able to get 2 of them. 2 of the Team Valence players are down. It's Alula and Based. Based where? Based on what? Well, Budfly asked the question and Based was not able to answer. There it is, Swifty down, YSL taken out, and it's Rub all alone on B site. And they're not sure if they're safe. They don't know if there's another Arctic Ace player lurking just around the corner, but
Esports, what's up? Oh my god, big fan, big fan.
There it is, a gifted sub from Spooky Mr. Jess to Summertime. Looks like you're not going to have to, looks like you're not going to have to put that sub out there. Spooky Mr. Jess has got it covered as Ruv begins to plant the bomb on B site. It's a fake. It's a fake trying to lure the Arctic Ace players out of hiding. I mean, 40 seconds left on the clock. Ruv has plenty of time to do little maneuvers like this. Oh my goodness, and look at this. Look at this, trying to pull a sneaky, make a rotation over towards the A site, potentially. And Coolcom's going to come face to face with him at close range with an AWP, and Ruv spots him with his back turn. Oh no! Oh no, but oh yes! If you're here to watch Valence play, then that is absolutely something you want to see. Two players remaining on the Arctic Ace side. One player left. It's Ruv. It's a post-plant situation, and Ruv just has to make sure he's watching the angle for the bomb. And there it is. The defuse happens, and oh no! Ruv, no! There it is. A ninja defuse from Arctic Ace Mick. Very unfortunate. Ruv came in there suspecting that Mick would be placed directly behind the box, where he would be protected from sandbag or from ramp, but no, he was playing right out in the open inside of the smoke. Oh, Arctic Ace at 5, Team Valence sitting comfortably at 9. They are not in an uncomfortable situation yet. They can afford to take 1 or 2 losses here. Mick able to take Swifty out on scaffolding. Scaffolding is a very hard word for me to say today, and I'm not sure why. I have to pause and think about how to pronounce the word every time I try to say it. But something I don't have to think about is saying Alula getting a pick on Mick. And onto Bricks, a nice 2-piece here from Alula, but he is down at 2 HP, and Coolcom's able to finish him off from sandbags. Based on what? Based on the fact that he was able to eliminate Coolcom's. It's a 2v2 situation. Budfly facing the complete wrong direction as Syandor comes around the corner and is met with the barrel of YSL's AK-47 that was in the process of spewing bullets from it. And that is going to be the half. That is, in fact, going to be the half. And, You know what we like to talk about on the halftime here at Arctic Ace? We like to talk about a little drink called Headshot Energy. Headshot Energy is an energy formula like no other. It offers extreme mental focus, clarity, and mood enhancement, resulting in increased productivity and creativity. Headshot Energy also provides your daily vitamins and immune support to keep you on the top of your game with less downtime. Headshot is unquestionably the ultimate energy formula without the crash, leading you to experience a feeling like you've never felt before. They currently have 2 flavors that are absolutely delicious: blue raspberry and green apple, available for purchase. You can help support Arctic Ace Esports and the SoE Gaming podcast by using the code Arctic Ace during checkout. You get 10% off of your order. Very good, very good. Spooky Mr. Jess. Oh, I choked. Spooky Mr. Jess knew exactly what it was. As we get back into it, the match is once again live. This time the Arctic Ace squad is going to be on the offensive here. They are at a 5-round deficit, and they're going to have to play some very good rounds here if they want to catch back up. T-sided team, Spooky Mr. Jess says, well, we're going to have to hope so. Mick, oh, with a big flick. Big flicks coming out of Mick. And I'm not sure where Coolcom's crosshair placement was, but it was definitely not on the enemy. Bricks getting taken out, and there it is, a 3v1 situation. Budfly coming out from behind the Team Valence players, but they are not... He is not able to make anything happen, and Swifty is going to be able to freely defuse this. I almost called it a spike. We're not playing Valorant here. We're watching Team Valence and Arctic Ace. Now look at this scoreline. Very, very neat. 16 kills for YSL, 17 for Ruv, 12 for Alula, 14 for Swifty, 7 for Based. Meanwhile, on the Arctic Ace side of things, 17 kills for Cyandor, 14 for Mick, 6 for Bricks, 5 for Budfly, and Coolcoms sitting at 9. It's mostly evenly matched scoreline here. There's a little bit of a Team Valence diff, we'll call it. Oh my goodness, through the smoke, Bricks goes down. It's Alula to take him out, and Cyandor also being headshot by Alula. Mick wallbanged as he tries to make an execute onto the B site. Bomb has been left in T-spawn. Budfly and Coolcoms, I mean, they have the inferior weaponry here. After all, they did lose that pistol round. They are not able to afford buys. And it's Budfly all alone, flying solo dolo with the Desert Eagle. Everything has slowed down to a snail's pace. Budfly, 31 HP. He's not going to be able to make anything happen here. I'm not sure if he's just trying to save this Desert Eagle or what the scoop is, but let's take a look over at his perspective as we see what the plan is going to be. He's going to peek around this corner, trying to find Based, but Based is going to get the drop on him, quite literally, and secure a 12th round for Team Valence. If you're an Arctic Ace fan, you are feeling something right now. You're feeling some emotions, but you might still have hope. You might still have faith that Arctic Ace can bring it back. This is a devastating scoreline at the moment. Team Valence going into a bonus round here. They didn't have to buy any new weapons. I mean, all 5 of their players survived, if I am correct. The Arctic Ace squad, I mean, a Galil coming out on Mick. Oof, a lot of spraying happening, some early damage going off on Cyandor. Some Molotov damage going off on him as well. Meanwhile, Budfly's just playing mid, watching the mid angle, making sure nobody's pushing through it. Oh my goodness, and the execute's happening. Based able to take out Cyandor in the smoke. Bricks goes down to Alula. Cool comms. I mean, he had the shot, but he wasn't able to take him out. Budfly somewhere else on the map, though, entirely. He was able to get a pick on YSL. I'm assuming that was YSL pushing mid. Oh, and he's going back for the bomb. He is able to take out Ruv. Budfly is a man on a mission, holding his AK-47. He didn't pick up the bomb, interestingly enough. That might be to try and bait some more of the Team Valence players out, and it looks like he is going to be saving his weapon here. So my prediction is that he's going to have contact with Swifty, and if he has his knife out and is inspecting it when that happens, things are not going to be bueno. Oh, he doesn't meet up with Swifty. Swifty has control of the bomb with 9 seconds remaining. Oh no! Okay, that's not Swifty coming in. Budfly hears footsteps all around him. Summertime saying common Arctic Ace save. Well, I mean, if this match is anything to go by, it is certainly a common Arctic Ace save, but it's okay. It is the smart decision when you're in a position like that. I mean, the economy for the Arctic Ace side of things is very, very damaged right now. And unless he was 100% confident that he could eliminate the entirety of Team Valence, I think saving was the only option that he had. Cyandor getting taken down to 63 HP. YSL with a nice... That was a nice boost position from YSL in mid. Two of the Arctic Ace players are already down for the count, and Ruv is just watching this angle, waiting for one of them to peek. Budfly is able to get a little bit of damage off on Swifty, but I'm not sure that he's aware that 3 Valence players are pushing as we speak. And Mick has already made his way over to the B site and is swiftly taken out by Swifty. Alula on the flank. Alula on the flank to ladder room. He is able to demolish the remaining Arctic Ace players. It's looking really rough right now. Team Valence at 14, Arctic Ace sitting at 5 rounds. It's a little bit better than last night's match with a 16-4. But we want to see a little bit more performance out of our Arctic players here tonight. I'm hoping. I'm hoping this is, in fact, an underdog story. Oh, Alula goes down. Based is able to trade it up with Bricks. Auto Director seems to be malfunctioning because it only wants to focus on Budfly. 3v3 situation. There we go. Auto Director finally kicked back in as we see Mick take out Ruv. It switched right as Budfly was able to get a headshot onto Swifty, and it's a 3v1 situation. YSL is going to be playing over on the scaffolding position, seeing if they can get this pick on Cyandor. But Cyandor has already rotated over towards the B site. And there it is. I think the smart move for YSL here is going to be to save that M4A1S, but the question is, are they going to do it? Let's take a look at YSL's perspective. There it is. The peak happens, but Cyandor is unfortunately taken out by... YSL is taken out by Cyandor. I think I might have said that right the first time, but if there's a potential that I didn't, then I'll correct myself. Good stuff from Arctic Ace, bringing themselves to a 6th round won, but Team Valence is still light years ahead, sitting comfortably at 14. Arctic Ace is going to have to make every round from this point on a victory if they want to have any hope of winning the match. Spooky Mr. Jess, keep that positivity in the chat. We love to see it. So we switch back over to auto director mode. There it is. Budfly taken out. Cool Comms is able to trade it up, keeping it even at a 4v4. See if Sayandor is able to make anything happen. There it is. Watching those very, very tight angles seems to be paying off for the Arctic Ace squad here. Slowing things down to a crawl and just absolutely trying their best to win this. Sayandor to get another onto Based. The execute happens for the A site. Unfortunately for Arctic Ace, none of the Team Valence players were there yet. But it's always good to make sure. And it looks like Brix is going to be making contact with Ruv here. Taking Ruv out in there. It's just Swifty. Let's switch over to see what Swifty's doing. And it looks like it is going to be a save once again from Team Valence here. There's no point in Swifty taking the risk and trying to contest a site that has been stacked by 4 opposing players. It is the smart decision to make. Keep that M4A1S in your hands and bring it to the next round. Cool Comms might actually get picked off here. Oh, the shots come out right as Swifty moves position. I have a feeling that might have been Swifty's death had he not moved. That brings Arctic Ace to 7 rounds. They are still at a 7-round deficit in round 7 of the second half. That's a lot of 7s. Divide 14 by 2, that's 7. 2 7s, no less. Alright, let's see what Team Valence is going to do here. 2 of their players did have to save, and they're going to be taking the opportunity to boost themselves over top of mid. Very interesting to see as we turn Auto Director back on. Oh, Swifty getting some good shots off on Budfly there, all the way from B site into mid. That is a huge early round kill coming out from Swifty. The rest of the Arctic Ace players are stacked up towards the A site on ramp and scaffolding, ready to make this execute happen, and it looks like Team Valence has wisened up to it. All of their players are rotating. Oh, Sayandor gets one, Cool Comms gets another. It is a 3v4 situation. Things are not looking terrible for Team Valence right now. Down to a 3v2 in Valence's favor. But they do still have to get in there and defuse that bomb. This goes to 16 rounds, Corporal Irish. So Arctic Ace is in a very tough spot at the moment. I mean, Team Valence sitting at 14 rounds. Meanwhile, Arctic Ace is sitting at 7. And for some reason, Auto Director decided we're going third person. We're going third person now. Oh, Cool Comms, unfortunate. Yeah, why are we in the first person? I don't like that. Nobody likes that. We want to be first person. We don't want to be third person. But Team Valence is now on match point. Literally, Arctic Ace will have to win every single round in order to tie this up. And potentially go into overtime here. And we can hope that it's going to happen. I mean, they are able to afford full loadouts for this round. As we take a look, we want to be over here watching the Arctic Ace players. What's going on with this? Auto Director malfunctioning. Once again, let's take a look at Cool Comms. He is traded up by Swifty. And there it is, Budfly taken out, and the last Arctic Ace player remaining is Sayandor. He is playing in mid, and he's going to come face to face with YSL here, and unfortunately, he's just not able to land that shot. And there it is. Good games coming out from the chat. It is a big Team Valence victory. They are winning their second match of ESEA Season 43. That puts Arctic Ace at 2 matches lost thus far in the 43rd season of ESEA Advanced Leagues. So it's not looking good. We're going to hope that Arctic Ace is going to be able to bring themselves a victory in the coming match against, I believe the team is New Threat. Indeed it is, and that will be happening on the 31st of October. Let us take a look at what time that'll be happening. It will be happening 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 31st. But without further ado, y'all, thank you for tuning into the stream. I appreciated having you here. Big GG's to Team Valence. That was definitely a deserved win on their part, and we love to see it. Bye now, y'all.
Attention gamers of all ages, there's a podcast you will want to add to your playlist. So We Gaming. So We Gaming was created for gamers by gamers. This podcast explores many topics from gaming entertainment, food, current events, and much, much more. They enjoy bringing on guests to learn about them. They discuss their favorite games, their passions, as well as helping to promote their brand. So We Gaming is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, your favorite podcast player, and SoWeGaming.com. Add So We Gaming to your playlist right now.